Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Internet of Things Masterclass series. I warmly welcome you to the session. Thanks for coming and thank you for your time. And today's topic is about how to connect ESP32 with Microsoft Azure IoT Hub. Okay, so yesterday we have covered up IoT, Microsoft Azure IoT Central. So today's topic is about IoT Hub. Okay, so today is day 12, and so far like we have got up 11 days, and so this week is about Microsoft Azure platform. So today topic like you need a ESP32 and you need a humidity sensor like DHT11 or DHT22, which has both temperature as well as humidity. So we are going to send those data to Microsoft Azure cloud, okay, on IoT cloud, on IoT hub platform. So yesterday like we have got up the IoT central platform. Okay, so before we go into the session, first I will give a short introduction about Pantech and about me, and then we can go for the session. About Pantech, Pantech was started in the year 2004. Like we basically manufacture microcontroller boards, DSP boards, and FPGA boards. We do also manufacture IoT development boards. If you want to know more about our products and services, just log on to our website, pantechsolutions.net. Okay, our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. And so far, we have trained 1 lakh plus students on YouTube. And this year, we have a mark of around training of around 8 lakh plus students on YouTube. Okay, so we have a lot of upcoming sessions. We have a deep learning 30-day masterclass series coming on tomorrow, like launching on tomorrow. So if you want to attend, you could attend the sessions. Okay. And about me, my name is MK Jeevarajan. Like I have put my LinkedIn link in the description box. If you want to connect with me, just send me a connection request on LinkedIn. I am happy to connect and happy to help. Okay. And coming to the announcement, the attendance link will be available at 9 p.m. So minimum attendance required to get a free e-certificate is 27 days. If you you could get a waiver of 1 or 2 days, and so you need a minimum attendance of 25 days. And for internship candidates, no need to fill the attendance form. All you have to do is after watching the video, there will be a button on complete and continue on the top. So you just give complete button, so that will once the course is completed, that will generate a certificate for you. Okay, and you could download the source codes, you could download the presentations on the portal. So portal for the free users, like the PPT will be available on the Facebook group. So you could download from the Facebook group. So if you're not join the group, you could join and you could avail the download. And coming to the assignment part, like we have provided the assignment like. You have to develop a project based on ThinkSpeak, IFTTT, as well as ESP32. Okay. You could also use software, MATLAB software. All you have to do is after completing the project, you have to take a video on your mobile phone and upload it to the Facebook group. The last day for submitting the assignment is this Saturday, so this Friday. So the winners will be announced on Saturday. We have 3 prizes, like 1,000 rupees for those who 1,000 rupees for the first prize for GPay, and 50 rupees for the second, and third prize is the pen drive. Okay, so you could take your own idea and you try to implement it, take a snapshot and just upload it on the Facebook group. So we will evaluate the idea and we will evaluate the codes, and then we will provide you the winner. Okay, we will announce the winner. So let's go for the session today. Before that, we'll start the mindset lesson. So today mindset lesson is about work on yourself. Okay, so no need to compare with your friends or anyone. You just work on yourself. More you work on yourself, better the impact will be. Okay, all you have to do is compete within you. Okay, don't compete with others. All you have to do is you have to compete with yourself. Okay, so more you work on yourself, better the impact will be. You cannot change others. Always you cannot change others, but you could change yourself so that you could change others. Okay, so be the change you want to see. So that's a lesson which I'd like to share it today. So work on yourself. Okay, improve your skill set, improve your mindset, and improve choose your friends wisely, and so which is aligned to your goal. So this is the lesson which I'd like to share you. Let's go for the session. So today's session is about Microsoft Azure, okay, using IoT Hub. So the parts required for this. Is you need a ESP32 and DHT11 sensor. These two is enough. So we are going to see, we have already completed the sketch for DHT11 sensors on ESP32. The same part I'm going to use, and we are going to use the Microsoft Azure header files to connect with the Microsoft IoT cloud. Okay, Microsoft Azure IoT cloud. Okay. So we are going to send the data. We are going to send the data from the ESP32 to the hub. That's the first thing, first learning we are going to learn today. And second thing is we are going to analyze the telemetry data on the CLI command line interface of the Azure portal. Okay. So to view as like things speak, if you want to view in the graphical format or the chart graph, you have to use the Power BI, which we'll be covering up on the last day, like on the 5th day of the Microsoft Azure platform, and on Friday. So today, like we are going to check only the telemetry data which is received on the command line interface. CLI stands for the command line interface of the Azure portal. Okay. So for completing this, you need a Microsoft Azure account, and you also need IoT Hub account. Okay. You need a credit card for getting the trial version. They will swipe only $2 from your account. So the trial is enough to learn, but you need a credit card to open an account on Microsoft Azure. So let's go for the demo. So the required board manager as well as the required libraries of you need a ESP32 board manager, which we have caught up previously. So same thing, like you have to install the board manager, ESP32 board manager, and you have to give the board manager URL for the ESP32. And then you have to install the library. Since we are using DHT11, you have to install the library for DHT sensor, library for Arduino, and Adafruit Unified Sensor Library. Okay. These two libraries are required for DHT11. And you need an Azure IoT Hub library. Most probably it will be, by default, it will be there. If it is not there, you have to install Microsoft Azure IoT Hub library. Okay, by Microsoft. Have to install this thing. Okay, so you have to install the board manager, and you have to install the three libraries like DHT11 Arduino sensor library, as well as DHT11 library from the Adafruit and the Microsoft Azure IoT library. So you could use DHT22 or DHT11, like both are almost same. Like only difference is the temperature range and the precision. Like humidity range is for DHT11 is 20 to 90 degrees. So I'm going to use DHT11. If you use DHT11, like no need of any pull-up processors, you could directly connect the VCC ground and data directly to the ESP32 thing. If you use DHT22, then you need a schematics. You need a pull-up processor of 10K resistors for the data. Okay, for the data line. So humidity range is 20 to 90 degree in DHT11, whereas 0 to 100 degree, and the resolution and everything is same. It's same as like it gives the data for every 2 seconds, whereas DHT11 will give you data for every second. So these are the pin details. DHT22, sometimes you get 4 pins, sometimes you get 3 pins. Like the third pin is do not connect. So you have a VCC pin, you have to connect 3.3 volt, and a ground pin as well as the data pin. Okay. So in this we have used GPIO4, like D4 pin. We have connected to D4 pin for the schematics. I have used DHT11, so I have not used the pull-up resistor today. Like I just connect the 3.3 volt to the VCC, and ground I have connected to the ground pin, and and the GPIO, the data pin I have connected to GPIO4, like D4. Let's go for the demo. First, I will explain you the Arduino code, and then we can go for the MATLAB, and we can go for the Azure platform, and we could see the demo. Okay. So this is a code, this is a code for sending the data to the Azure platform. So the DHT command is same. The DHT command and the Wi-Fi commands are same. Like you have to include Wi-Fi.h, you have to include DHT.h and Azure IoT Hub.h, okay, and ESP32 MQTT client.h. Okay. So these are the header files you have to include, and interval. This interval is for 200 milliseconds, like 2000 milliseconds. It's just for the message delay. And device ID is the ID which you have to create on the Azure platform. I'll tell you how to create this device ID, okay, on the IoT Hub platform. And message of maximum length is 256, and DHT pin is connected to the DHT pin is connected to D4. So I have given 4 here. The type is DHT11. Okay, DHT type is DHT11. Okay, so these are the header files and these are the definitions. And DHT, like you have to declare the type, DHT pin and DHT type. Okay, then you have to configure the SSID and password. SSID, you give the username, and password is the you give the password for the Wi-Fi. Like you could use your mobile phone, or you could turn on the hotspot connection, and you could configure the SSID and password. Okay, so initially the message count will be 1, and this connection string you have to get this connection string from the Azure platform on the IoT Hub. I'll show you how to get this connection string. Okay, and this is the message data. Okay, message data. We are going to give the device ID. Device ID. We are going to pass the device ID. This is the device ID. You could have a single device, or you could have a multiple device. IoT Hub has the capability of handling millions of devices. Okay, so you could declare the device ID, and you could declare the format like the metadata, and you could give it so that you could decode that on the you could decode the same thing on the other end. So device ID, the message ID, this is the first message. The message ID will get incremented for each and everything, like 2, 3, 4, and like that. And this is the temperature. We are going to send the temperature, and humidity, like we are going to send the humidity. Okay, in float value, and the message ID is decimal value. Okay, this is a string. Device ID is a string. And this has Wi-Fi, initially it's false. When Wi-Fi is getting connected, this value, this has Wi-Fi will become true. Okay, and message sending is like it's true, and like this is the send interval in milliseconds. Okay, we have declared send interval in milliseconds. So these two are Boolean. And static. So this is to initialize Wi-Fi, init Wi-Fi. So in the previous code, we have input Wi-Fi on the loop itself. So I have created as a separate function here. Static void of init Wi-Fi. So first you begin with Wi-Fi, begin with SSID and password. If Wi-Fi status is connected, okay, wireless is connected, then has Wi-Fi is true. Okay, else it will return this. This loop will continue. So, and it will have Wi-Fi connected like the. So it will like. It will serial print the Wi-Fi connected, like it will have the IP address as well as it will serial print the IP address as well as the local IP. Okay. So this code is for this init Wi-Fi is for to initialize the Wi-Fi. Okay. And the second function is to send confirmation callback. Okay. This is to give the confirmation like the whether the message has been sent. So like. This function is just if the result is IoT Hub client of confirmation okay, then we will be printing send confirmation callback is finished. Okay, so setup, you begin the baud rate 1,15,200, and this is to initialize. DHT begin is used to initialize the DHT. Okay, so serial print is like just to print DHT11 test, and like ESP32 initial. These are all print new lengths. If Wi-Fi is false, as Wi-Fi is false, like it go for init Wi-Fi. If it is true, okay. If it is true, like it will go inside, else it will return. It will return, and it will like it again. It tries to connect it again. Okay. If it is true, then like if it is false, it tries to connect again. If it is true, like it prints the IoT Hub, and it connects MQTT client. This is to for ESP32 MQTT client initialization, like where you have to initialize a connection by using the connection string. So the connection string will be available on the Azure platform. Okay. And MQTT send confirmation callback. This is once the message is completed, like you will get the confirmation callback, So you begin the loop. Okay, this send interval milliseconds is to introduce a delay for message. Okay, to introduce a delay for this message to interval, like so the interval we have declared the interval as 2000. Okay, 2000 milliseconds. So if on loop, like if the Wi-Fi is true, it enters the loop, and this is for delay. Message sending, or like this is for delay, as like same as like things speak, we have to introduce a delay here. Like it reads the temperature, it reads the humidity. Okay, and this is the message payload, like the maximum length is 256. So we have used printf. Okay, okay, so we have used an printf statement for printing the message length. Okay, so printf is to print as an array to an array buffer. Okay, and so this is the ESP32 MQTT client of the event generator. It generates the event and it sends the event instance. It sends a message. So send interval. So this loop will continue, like for it gets a new value, temperature, humidity, and prints to a buffer. So this message payload is it sends the message payload to the client, ESP32 MQTT client. So it sends the event instance. So it sends the data to the IoT hub. Okay, so this is the Arduino code, and you have to create. You just go for the Microsoft Azure. Okay. Okay, so this is the Azure portal. So like I just sign out of this one. Okay, so I have picked an account like zerogen.mcat@hotmail.com. I click this one, enter the password. Okay, so I enter the password. So I have logged into the Microsoft Azure platform, portal Azure. Like you have, like this is the free trial version. Like, so you just click Microsoft Azure here. Okay, you could create. So this is the window which you will see here. Like this is the device which we have created already, like ESP32 demo and ESP32 view here. Okay, so you could create a source, and this is the like resource. You could create a resource, you could create a storage account, you could create a container for apps, and this is the IoT hub. You could have a virtual machines, okay, app services, and you could create the SQL database, as well as you have other services like Power BI for visualization, and AI plus machine learning, blockchain. Okay, so the category analytics. So these are all the other things like which you could use the services here. So today, like we are going to use only the IoT hub. So I just go for back overview. Okay, you search for IoT hub. You click IoT hub. So in this IoT hub, you have an option to create the device. Okay, so you could have a single hub, or you could have a multiple hub. So if you want to, first you need to create an hub, IoT hub. After this hub, you need to create a resource group for the hub, and then you have to create the device. Okay. So I have already created a hub for ESP32 demo. I click view. So this is the IoT hub. So this is the resource group, okay, and this is the host name. This is the host name of the hub. And to check for the device, on the left hand side, you have options called device management. On device management, you have devices. Click devices. Okay. So I already have a device. You could add a device. If you want, you could add a device, like click add device. Okay. And ESP32, like ESP32 demo. And you could auto generate keys and click save. Okay. So this will generate a device here. The authentication type is SaaS. Okay. So ESP32 device. So I have used this device. So this is the connection string, primary connection string. You have an option to view the connection string. Only this connection string you have to copy. Right click and copy, and you just go for the Arduino code. You have to provide the connection string here. Okay, you have to provide the connection string here, and then the device ID. The device ID is ESP32 device. Okay. This is the ESP32 device. So you have to give the host connection, primary connection string, as well as the device ID. Okay. So the device ID is ESP32 device. So to view the output, there is a cloud shell here. Just click the cloud shell. Okay. It connects the cloud shell terminal. Okay. Now you just go for the Arduino. Like I just compile this, just compile and upload the sketch to the ESP32. Okay. So currently I am compiling the sketch. So once the program is uploaded, like the ESP32 will start sending the data to this device ID, ESP32 device ID, where you could view this on the shell. Okay, like if you check the all services, like you just go for you search for IoT hub. Okay, in the recent service IoT hub. Okay, you click for activity log. So this is the data which has already received for the last 6 hours. Like it has received for 3 minutes back, an hour ago, 2 hours ago. Okay, so these are the data. These are the data. Like if you check for the okay, so let's check for the. So now it has been uploaded now. I can just go for tools. I go for serial monitor, and the status is connected now. Okay, so it's sending data now. So I just go for the portal, and I just copy this. This is a syntax to monitor the events. Okay, so I just right click and paste. So it has the hub name is ESP32 demo, and the device ID is ESP32 device. Okay. So this is the data which is received from the device. You get the device ID, ESP32 device, message ID is 17, okay, temperature is 29.5, and the humidity is 85. So if you check here, like we have not printed the serial print of the temperature here. So 16, 17, 27, total 27, 27, 28 has been sent. So if you check here, like 25, 28, 29, okay, so the data has been received on the Azure portal. So I have not explained you about how to visualize this thing on Power BI. You'll be seeing on the later sessions how to visualize this on Power BI. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to create a fresh account on Microsoft Azure, and then how to see this output. Okay. So because this account I have already created, so you may not be aware how to create a new account. So it may be different. So I'm going to create a fresh account, and I'm going to create a device, as well as I'm going to create a hub, and then I'm going to show you the output. I'm going to show you the same output. Okay. Let's go for creation of the new account. So now I'm going to create a new account. So first I will log out of this account. I give sign in with different account. Okay. I'm going to create it a fresh account for you, so that you'll be very familiar with creating the account and adding the device, and you could do the same experiment on your side. Okay. So I click use another account. So I'm just giving a name. Okay. So this account does not have a Microsoft Azure account. So this is the first time I'm creating the account. So I just give the password. Okay. Once I give the password, okay. So you got the you got, okay. This is, so you got the, this is the page. Okay. This is the page which you get once you create the new account. Like, this is a Microsoft Azure platform. You have to go for IoT Hub. Okay. Search for the services on the top. On the start resource section, like you search for IoT Hub, click IoT Hub. Okay. And you have to start with Azure Free Trial. Click Start Azure Free Trial. Okay. Okay. Just choose the account. So you have to choose this one. Choose I agree. I would like to Microsoft to share my information. Okay. Sign up. Click sign up. Just give an organization name. Okay. So I'm using, so I use the same one, 932. Okay. So I got a verified code. Give me a moment. Okay. Click next. It's processing. Okay. Sign up. Okay. Click sign up. Okay. So it's asking for a card, like you have to give the card detail here. So just give the card here, click sign up. So I have to enter the OTP now. Give me a moment. So we have added the payment. I have to click sign up now. Okay, click submit. So the account has been created now. So the card has been already used on the other platforms. So it's asking to pay for Azure, like getting started on Azure platform. Let me check with another account. And okay, so probably like tomorrow, like let me check with another card. I don't have the card right now with me, and let me check for the other account, and I will give you the demo tomorrow. So today, like I'll recap what we seen today. Like we have gone through the Microsoft Azure, like Azure IoT Hub. We have created an IoT Hub and device, and we have sent the details to. We have sent the ESP32 temperature and humidity data to the Microsoft Azure IoT Hub. Okay. So once you create the uh, once you create the IoT hub, as well as once you create the IoT hub, you have to create the device, and you have to like you could add these to the code. Okay, let me check. Let me delete this device so that I will create it again and I will show it to you. Okay. So I'll also try to delete this hub. Just go for IoT hub. Okay, I'll just delete this IoT hub. And delete. Okay. So it's deleting the IoT hub now. So I'm going to create the IoT hub, as well as I'm going to create the device here, and I'm going to show the output. So click IoT hub. Okay. So there's an option to create. Okay. You just click create, and you have option the subscription plan, free trial. Okay. You have to give a resource group here. You have to give a name like ESP32 or ESP32 demo. Okay. Demo IoT masterclass. That's the hub name, IoT hub name. Okay. And the region is South. Region is India. You choose South India, and resource group. You could create a new group, create a new. Okay. I just type new resource group. Click OK. Review plus create. There's an option to review plus create. ESP. I have created a hub name called ESP32 Demo IoT Masterclass. Click review plus create. Okay. And then you have to. So the subscription is free trial. Okay. Once the trial ends, they will be charging like cost per month is 1,800 rupees. Okay. So click create. Okay. So current subscription is free trial. So it has been created now. Okay. It has been created. So the deployment is in progress. So once the deployment is completed, just refresh this page to check. Okay. So once IoT hub is created, then the second thing is you have to create the device. Okay. So we have created the ESP32 demo IoT masterclass. Okay. So the hub is created now. I click this hub. You have the option called device here. So IoT hub masterclass may not function because it's not in active state. So it's under deployment. So we could create the device now. Click device. So deployment is in progress. So let's wait for a few more minutes to create. So once the deployment is completed, and then you could go and create a device. Okay. Once the device is created, you have to take the connection string as well as the device ID, and you have to configure that on the code and refresh the code on ESP32. The ESP32 will start sends the data to the Azure platform. So the deployment is in progress. I click refresh. Okay. Now it is created, it was successful. Deployment is succeeded. Once you get this notification, then you go for pin to dashboard. Okay, you just go for ESP32 demo IoT masterclass. Click refresh. Okay. IoT hub metrics. Okay, a resource with this name already exists. So we have to create the resource, new resource, change this. Click next. Okay. So it's taking some time to move. Okay. So once it's done, I just click device, click add device. So ESP32, I just click ESP32 thing. Okay, click save. So I have created the device. Once you created the device, you will get a notification. Click refresh. You will find out the device here. Okay, so this is the device ID. So I just copy the device ID. Okay, and I just go for the code. So I just change this device ID to ESP32 thing, and I just copy the primary connection string. Okay, this is the connection string. I just copy and just come for this code, like how to change the connection string. Okay, save this code, put this code. I just compile the sketch and re-upload the sketch. Just go for the shell platform, cloud shell platform to view the output. I have to configure the hub name here. Okay, the hub name is ESP32 demo IoT masterclass. And the device is ESP32 thing. So I just change this to ESP32 thing, and this is the hub name, like ESP32 demo IoT masterclass is the hub name. Okay. So just copy. Just copy this one. Okay. So before that, I want to verify like whether it started sending the data. Okay, it started sending the data to the cloud. Okay, so we are receiving the device like message 13, temperature is 29.6 and humidity is 86. Okay, so if you check on the Arduino, like this is the like currently it is 16, 17. Okay, so 18. So this is the message ID, ESP32 thing, temperature 29.6 and humidity. Okay. So in tomorrow class, like I'll show you how to connect this to Power BI, and I'll check and I'll show you the output on how to integrate Power BI with this Microsoft Azure like IoT Hub. So we also have the internship, like we have batch 2 internship is going on. So the price is 750 rupees. So you could enroll and you could download the source code and you could download the presentation on the portal. Okay, so it's just 750 rupees, and the access will be available for 6 months. You will get an internship e-certificate, you will get the recorded videos, you will get the learning portal, like you will get the access for 6 months, and you could download the source codes. You have 10 plus projects to download. So if you could avail this offer at 750 rupees. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you. See you in the next session tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.